The NHTSA has come up with a research stating that in 2018, 2,841 people died because of a road accident caused by a distracted driver. My name is Irene Lloyd, and today I will be talking to you about distraction driving. I personally work in an emergency room and as a medical assistant, and I cannot tell you how many times I have seen people lose limbs, people die because of a distracted driver. Today, it is not as bad as it was 20 years ago or a few years ago, not even 5 years ago. Distracted driving comes in so many forms. There's using of cell phone, which is what I'm going to focus on today. There's drinking and driving. There's a lot. There's drugs. There's people trying to do a lot of things in the car. And sometimes what I tell my friends is that you do not have to be the crazy driver. The person right on your right or on your left could be the crazy driver. So always be vigilant. Look around you when you're driving. Now, cell phone use has become so monotonous that it's ridiculous at this point. I can tell you that people that work in trauma, we are tired of seeing this unnecessary deaths that are caused by unnecessary deaths that are caused by people texting, driving and texting. I personally feel like the law should be a little bit stricter than it is right now, because so many people die for no reason at all, because somebody was texting and driving. They've come up with so many laws for teenagers and for drinking and driving and all those things, but I feel like the cell phone is your worst enemy. At least when people drink and drive, they are very careful. Some are very careful. There are some people we call functioning alcoholics or functioning people who take drugs. People smoke marijuana and drive just fine. I'm not advocating for that. I'm saying it's wrong. But at least when somebody is high or somebody is a little tipsy, they pay attention to the road. Now, when somebody is on a cell phone, it takes 0.5 seconds for that person to cause a fatal accident. I can tell you firsthand, it is not easy making that phone call to that parent, to that child, to that whoever, telling them, hey, your loved one is in trauma, they're in the emergency room, you might want to come as soon as you can. It is not a fun phone call. I have had to make that phone call, and I can tell you, I dread it every single day, that you have to make that phone call and tell that parent that, hey, your teenager just lost their limb because we could not cut him out of the car. We could not find his limb. It is hard. It is heartbreaking. And I recently, somebody told me after they came to the emergency room, and I asked them, what were you thinking? Why were you on the phone? You could have died and you could have caused somebody else's death. And she looked at me and told me she never thought it would happen to her. So we all have the same. We never think it's going to happen to us until it does. So with that being said, I say the government needs to come up with better punishment. If you're caught drinking and driving, you get a harsh punishment. You get DUIs and stuff. So, and you can even get your license taken away. At this point where we are in this country, we need the same action that is taken for a DUI discipline to be the same with a cell phone, because if we have strict rules and regulations when it comes to cell phone, like higher penalties, jail time even, because try and explain to a parent that, hey, your 16-year-old died because somebody was texting and driving. It's not fair. It's not nice. It's horrible. I would not want to make that phone call again. I had to do it once. It still haunts me. Let's not drink and drive. Let's not use the cell phone. The cell phone is the worst distraction there is out there nowadays. If you have to text, please pull over. Pull over, text that message, answer that phone call if it's that important. If it's not, do what I do. Put your phone on airplane mode when you're in the car. Even when you have those super nice cars that answer your phone calls and your phone connects to the car, please put your phone on airplane mode because it's going to take one phone call for you to get distracted. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Thank you.